This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022
Jordan.
No Boundaries, No Bow.
Molinar.
Model number 19.5.
Mooney.
So this is a how-to video.
Jordan.
I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay?
More of Alabama.
So we've got crank down stabilizers. Power awning with LED strip.
Jordan.
This is the vent for the range hood. If you're going to be venting to the outside with the fan, make sure you open that baffle up.
Jordan. Morelli.
You have a sprayer here,
Jeffries.
water sprayer, power.
Moskowitz. Jeffries.
This is your
Moulton. Jeffries. Moran.
water heater here.
Jeffries.
Keep in mind this works on both electric and
Jeffries.
LP.
Murphy.
So there's an electric heating element behind this cover here,
Nadler.
and there's a switch right here to operate it.
Jeffries.
So
Napolitano.
the switch for the gas is inside. This is your drain plug here.
Neal.
Okay.
Jeffries.
Never drain it when it's under pressure, or
Jeffries.
work on it when there's hot water in it either. Okay.
Nails.
Never run it without hot water in the water heater, or excuse me, water in the water heater.
Jordan. Nickel. Jeffries.
This is your
Norcross.
griddle and your rack. The rack
Norman.
hangs right on this rail here, and you get a rubber LP line that has to plug in right there into the quick connect. So
Jordan.
make sure you always plug it in before you use it, of course.
Overnoty.
Power tongue jack
Jordan.
right here.
Ocasio-Cortez. Jeffries.
LP tank
Vogels.
full. Deep cycle marine battery,
Jordan.
and there's a kill switch for the battery. You can shut it off right there. Let's see what we have here.
Jeffries.
They left this open just to show you. This is where you draw the antifreeze into the system. There's your water pump and everything. This panel will be back in place when you pick it up, but keep in mind that's where you draw the antifreeze in.
Panetta.
The most common way to get water
Jeffries.
to the system is through the city water hookup.
Pappas.
It's right there. If you're camping
Jeffries.
someplace without city water, you can pre-fill this
Pasquale.
tank right here, the onboard fresh water tank,
Jeffries.
and then you can
Payne.
use the pump to pump the water. I'll show you the switch for the pump when we get inside.
Jeffries.
So if there's no city water at the
Pelosi.
site, you just pre-fill the tank and everything will work as though you have city
Jeffries.
water. Okay? This is your slide room.
Peltola. Jeffries.
Your dump valve right here, the two valves right there, and the hookup. This is a black tank flush right here. So after you've dumped your black tank, like it says on the sticker, you leave the black tank valve open, you hook the water onto here, turn it on, and you can spray out the inside of your black tank, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing, okay? This is where your 30 amp
Jordan.
power cord hooks up.
Perez.
This is where
Jeffries.
you get cable and satellite through.
Perry.
Okay, this
Jordan.
housing tells us it's
Peters.
pre-wired for a backup
Jeffries.
camera, a Furion backup camera kit, so
Pedersen.
you can always add that on.
Luger.
You have a ladder which makes it
Jordan.
easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer says every 60 days you
Phillips.
should inspect the roof, make sure there's no
Jeffries.
cracking or separation
Pingree.
where at any of the sealant where water can get through. Make sure there's no damage to roofing attachments or roofing material done by, let's say, low branches or road debris.
Jeffries.
So just stay after it.
Posey.
You can't see anything up there from the ground, so you have to go.
Jordan.
You really have to go up there and look
Presley.
in order to protect your trailer and investment. So make sure you're always on top of that.
Quigley.
Get this past here. So
Jeffries.
pull down steps.
Ramirez.
We're still cleaning this, so it's a little dirty, but
Raskin.
the cleaner's coming right after I'm done with this. So
Jeffries.
this is your power converter right here. And this converts
Jordan.
AC to DC power.
Rogers, Washington.
So you see you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers right here. So as long as you're plugged in, you get 110 here. Then it's these circuit breakers labeled. Then it converts to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses, and they're all labeled. And also,
Rose.
it's a battery charger, so as long as
Jordan.
you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your
Rosendale.
battery needs and always keep it charged.
Jordan.
Okay?
Ross. Jeffries. Browser.
12 volt DC refrigerator and freezer.
Roy.
Let
Jordan.
me come back this way here.
Ruiz.
We
Jeffries.
talk more about the power here.
Rupersberger.
So this is
Jeffries.
Rutherford. Excuse me. This is your solar controller right now. Right now it's set for a gel battery. I'm going to fix that right now because we have a wet battery in it.
Ryan. Jeffries.
Okay. So this tells you what's happening with your solar panel in the 12 volt system.
Jordan.
Let me see if I can shut this
Salinas.
thing off. It's going.
Jeffries. Sanchez. Jeffrey.
Okay. Sorry about that. So right now it's showing you that we're almost charged completely. Right now we're not plugged in, so we're just running off battery and the solar panel. But right now we have 12.9 volts in the system because we're running off battery. If we were plugged in, it would be more like 13.5, but this is fine. You push the upper right hand button again. We're gaining 1.6 amps from the sun and storing it in your battery. So you're gaining 1.6 amps. That'll change, of course, as the weather changes, the time of day. You know, all those conditions will. Sometimes you'll get 7, you know, like 7.5 amps. Sometimes 5. Just depends on what's happening. Okay. Push it again. 6.1 amp hours of storage, and then back to 12.9 volts. So you get 3 different screens, and it'll tell you the status of your 12 volt system and the status of the battery charger. Now if this flashes FUL and the buttons won't respond, it's not broke. It's telling you that there's no more storage in the battery. So it shut the panel off because there's nowhere to store the energy. As soon as your amperage drops in your battery, it'll go back to the normal 3 screens. Okay. All right. These 3 buttons are for your holding tanks. Fresh, gray, and black. You got heating pads on them to extend your season. Excuse me. Your water pump is right here. We talked about that. If you don't have city water, you're pumping water out of the tank, you'd use this. This is also used to winterize the trailer. Your water heater runs on gas here, so you can see there's the fault light. Light it on gas right there. Remember I showed you in the lower left hand corner there's a switch for the electric heating element on the outside there. And your levels right here. You just check all your levels. They graduate up in 1/3 increments. Okay. One other eco device is the shower miser. So the shower miser is a recirculating system. So basically while you're heating up the hot water, it just sends it just sends it around in a loop basically from here through the water heater and through the pump basically. So it's just going to circulate around and around and around. Therefore you don't waste any fresh water while it's heating up. Normally in normal circumstances it would just send the fresh water down the drain, so you'd be wasting perfectly good fresh water. And some places have drought conditions, so you can't really do that. And you'd also be wasting storage in your gray tank. So this just keeps the water running and just circulates around and around and around. Eventually this will change to like a beigeish color. You'll see it plain as day. And then you know that's telling you it's hot. So you just go to regular operating position and water will come out. It'll be hot and just how you want it. So it's a recirculating system that keeps you from wasting water while you're heating it up. Okay. We also have a really nice 4-speed fan here. Okay. Let me get some light in here if I can do it. Here we go. So we have a slide room right here. Basically anything that can run on 12 volts does. The air conditioner has to be 110 AC, the microwave has to be 110 AC, but If you can run it on 12 volts, it does. All right. And now, of course, you have your awning, your power awning here. You can see it there. You never run it. There we go. Never run it. Never. I'm sorry. I'm preoccupied here. Never leave it out unless you're going to be at the trailer. If you're not going to be at the trailer, always roll it in because it can get damaged very quickly by the weather. So okay, let me bring it back in here. Okay, keys are hanging right here. This you light just like with a grill lighter. You have 2 knobs and 2 burners. Very simple. Always travel with this closed. Okay. This is the range hood vent I told you about. Remember, there's a baffle outside. So if you're going to be running this on the fan, for example, you want that baffle open so it vents to the outside. One more thing when it comes to your energy. Let me see if I got a flashlight here so we can get closer. Okay, this is for your power inverter. So basically, it'll give you a readings. You know, inversion is converting 12 volt DC to 110 AC. So that's where all this is handled right here. Okay, you have a GFCI, of course. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI, even if they're not physically a GFCI, they're still wired through one. You have a convection microwave right here. You have your vacuum system right here. It doesn't come with hoses, although you can get them. Basically, you sweep the dirt in front of this little switch here, and you can turn it on and off just like that. And it'll just suck the dirt right in, like a dustpan, sort of. Okay. Your table, if you want to collapse it, you just push this yellow button to the right, and then collapse it at the hinges. Okay. You do have some storage in here. Keep that in mind. And then, of course, these will sit on top of here when you're and the slide out's in the out position. So and then the table would sit right in between. You can strap the table. I believe it's right here. Although I have to look into it. I didn't prep this trailer, so. But yeah, you can strap the table here so it doesn't bounce around and break something. Okay. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not green, get it serviced immediately because it's important. Obviously, if it goes off, it's detected carbon monoxide buildup or LP gas, and so you'll want to take everybody outside, shut off the appliances, shut off the gas at the front, and figure out what's going on. Okay, never ignore it, of course. If it's not green, get it serviced. And then your thermostat here, you just hit the mode button to light it up, and then you just poke it through the different modes. You'll go to fan, which is just the air conditioner running without the compressor, just circulates air. Then you have air conditioning, and then you have LP heat, and then off. Okay? That is your furnace there. I think there's a lock box in here, yes. The Rhino thing has to do with your roof racks, and then you have a lock box there. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it. I'm looking around here as we go. If you have a packet in here, which I believe is here, and it has all the literature in it. Okay. If you want to learn more, like about the shower miser, or about the inverter, or about the solar panels, you could also go to the manufacturer's website and look at their product pages and videos. You can learn a lot from that also. Okay. So please remember, first of all, thanks for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof on a regular basis. It should be part of your regular maintenance. You're just protecting yourself. And right now, trailer is basically, you're going to tell us how you want it. If you want it winterized, we'll winterize it for you. If you want it camp in it, we'll leave it in camping mode. It's all up to you. So, okay, thank you.